Coach Stephanie Barboza here, bringing to you a little bit of behind the scenes of lifestyle of wellness. Welcome to my living room. I want to go over proper form and technique for squats, push-ups, and abs. Okay, I think it's very important that we understand the form so that we can keep our bodies in an alignment that keeps us into a safe place, so that we don't have injuries, one, but also so that your workout is most effective. Okay, so this won't take long. Squats, everybody is, it's a tradition. Squats are tradition. Yeah, it's something that everybody does, right? And I'm sure you hear it all the time. Push your hips back. So depending on where you're at within your fitness level, so if you hear me say level up, I want you to understand when I say level up, that means you start where you're at and then you stay there until you grow, you get stronger, you master that, and then you go to the next level, which is an alternative option, right? So this option one would be for somebody who might have experienced issues with their knee, discomfort, maybe even had knee surgeries, right? Lower back, okay? If you have lower back issues that, you know, your lower back is like constantly irritated for whatever reason, I don't know, right? But it's there. One of the ways that your option for a squat would be to do what we call a wall sit, where it's going to keep your back flat up against the wall, keeping your feet forward, right? Let's take it this way. Okay, I'm going to come this way. So you would take your back up against the wall, right? Take one big step forward. Try not to do it with your socks on a rug. You might lose your grip, right? But my back is flat on the wall. My butt is on the wall. All I'm going to do is sink into it. As I sink, I want to make sure that my toes, I can see my toes, right? And it's totally up to you if you stay this low or you even go lower, right? So if a wall squat is where you get started on your fitness level because of maybe previous injuries or discomfort in doing a squat, whether you're doing from the chair, this would be option one, is to do a wall squat. And you'll sit there and hold it. How long you hold it for? As long as you can before you start shaking, and then you want to get out. It'd be cool if you could time it and then try to beat your time each time, and maybe do it like 3 times, okay? And track it so that you can see your growth. You can see where you've gotten stronger, and then you can celebrate your wins. Yeah! Yeah, celebrate your wins, and then that says you're ready to go up to another level. And what might that be? Okay, it could be a chair, right? So another option is a chair. I'm going to turn it sideways for video purposes. You would start from sitting in the chair, right? Your feet are flat, never pushing up on your toes. So you just get up. And to get up, you want to put all the weight in your heels and just get up. Here's the work. This is where it counts. This is the technique. You want to contract the butt muscle, the glute, squeeze. Pushing your hips back like if you're going to hit the door, like, or push somebody out of the way. Or, okay, let's keep it real. A public restroom. You know we're not sitting on the potty. We know we go wide, right? And we push our hips back. And then we come up. Here's the key. Contract the muscle. This is the work right here. This is where you grow the muscle. That's proper technique to squeeze. This is proper form. Technique, squeeze. Proper form depends on what level of fitness you were on, okay? So we had an option 1 on the wall for somebody experiencing knees or lower back concerns, right? We have a next level up, could be the chair that helps you to remind you to push that hip back, touch it, come up and squeeze, right? As you push that hip back and you come down, you feel everything tighten here, drive up through the heels, drive, and then squeeze right here. Try not to thrust forward. You're just coming down, tap, straight up, and stand tall, strong, and squeeze those glutes, okay? Your other option, you get rid of the chair, right? Just do away with it. Again, go sideways for video purposes. There's different ways to do your squat. You have a hack squat, which heel here, and this levels you right up to your hip flexors. So they call that a hack squat. You can go wide width squat, so you go outside your hips, right? Takes it wider. And you can also go sumo, like a dancers we call a plie. Toes out to the corner. So we'll say that is 2 o'clock, and let's call that 10 o'clock, right? Now, the wider you get your extension, the more fired up you're going to get your glutes and your inner thighs and outer thighs. Adductors to abductors, right? So a squat can be a 3-way, it can be a 4-way stagger. For the purpose of teaching form and technique, I want you to understand, one, that squats can be done in different ranges. There's no set. It's whichever squat you're doing. A lot of times, I do squats all 3 ways so that I can challenge the muscle in each direction. It takes it to a different dimension, okay? That's a little bonus. So I'm going to stick with, let's see. I'll stick with a hack squat, okay? Hack squat to find out where your hip flexors are, which is the small muscles right here that control the stride of your walk. They're right here, they're called hip flexors. Take your heel and put it in the crevice of your foot where your arches, and then just turn it out. No 2 people's bodies are the same, okay? So you can look at your neighbor and just say, oh, okay, but take your foot and put it in the archway of your own foot and come out on the balls of the toes, okay? So now we're lined up with our hip flexors. Shoulders roll back. As you roll your shoulders back, retract your shoulder blades in. Your chest comes up. So you just don't do this and drop them down. Roll them up to your ears and then pull them in and retract your shoulder blades. Now you're standing tall and your spine is in line and it's protected. You're standing tall. Chin is in neutral. Okay? So you're protected. Your spine is protected. Your shoulder blades are retracted. Remember, hips come back. Push your hip back. Come up and squeeze. So depending on your fitness level, you could just do that. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're safe. Okay? You drive up through your heels and you squeeze your butt cheeks. It's okay. Now, if you're at a greater range, you see people do it all the time, right? You see them, they come. All right, shoulders back, retract the shoulder blade, protect your spine. You can have nothing in your hand for this purpose. Bring your hand out and you can get lower, okay? Drive up through your heels and squeeze because that's the level that you're on. You can do that. What I want you to notice right now is that my knees, I'm looking at my toes, my knees do not block me from seeing my toes. So you have somebody say, don't let your knees go past your toes. I'm telling you, make sure you can see your toes the whole time. Don't let your knees block it, your view, all right? Shoulders back, I retract them, I protect my spine, sit my hips back. I'm going at my level. I see my toes Actually, you can do that and see that your hands are protected right there and keep you from doing it. And squeeze. If you're not there yet on this level, you go where you at, hips back, and squeeze. Always remembering to see your toes. Okay? All right. So there's your squat. And remember, you have different ways you can do it. Hack, wide width, sumo. Whichever it is the hips back, drive up through the heels, and contract. Form, proper form, and technique keeps you safe and makes that workout most effective. Okay? I hear somebody saying, oh, I can't go fast, or I see people going fast. That's what I heard somebody just say. Well, I see people going fast all the time. Oh, that's okay. It gets your heart rate up. It gives your heart rate up. It gets your heart rate up. Okay? That's what that does. That's the level they're on. They have that recovery quick enough for them to do that. If they're missing the squeeze, then they're only working like cardio. Okay? All right? If you're not contracting the muscle, you're not doing strength training. You're doing cardio. There is a difference. Okay? I would love to share more with you on that. All you have to do is contact me. All right? So we did squats, option wall, option chair, option freestand. Okay? Push-ups. Push-ups. Push-ups is a total body workout. Like, you're going to feel your shoulders, your triceps, but it is really a core workout, abdominal, because your core is not just your belly, okay? Your core is everything here, like all right here is your core, from front and back. It's your central piece, the core. This is the main piece of the body that's holding the limbs, right? Core. So when we think of core, traditionally we're thinking abs. So what I just said was push-ups is a total body workout, but mainly core. It's going to work the front of your shoulders, your chest, your abdominals, your upper back, your mid back, your glutes. You even get some leg up in there. Shoulders, tricep, biceps. All right, it gets it all. So one option, if you experience wrist issues, right? Don't feel good when you do push-ups. You're on it. If you have issues with your shoulder, with the joints in your shoulder, okay? When you raise your arm up or pull back, anything up in here, it's discomfort, okay? Or wrist. Or you're just not ready to do them on your knees or your toes. Here's an option, all right? And I'm showing options for proper form and technique so that you can get the best out of your workout. So a push-up can be done on the wall. For today's purpose, I'm going to do a standard push-up instead of like this, staggered. There's all kinds of other ways. I'm going to do a standard and get you started there. For the video, let me just get you over here. Let's go. Behind the scene. All right. So you're facing the wall. I always bring my hands to my chest, right? And then I bring my elbows up. Why? Because I'm aligning my joints. Okay? So hands to my shoulders, elbows in, bring them up, open up, and flat down. Right? Elbows, wings, open, and you're down. You could stay flat on your feet, drop your chest to the wall, and pull back out. To the wall, and push back out. You're pushing from the heels of your hand. All right? My feet were flat then. To take this wall to another level, same thing. Elbows in, bring them up, open up your hands, bring them straight to the walls, lined up with your chest. Hands, chest, elbows wide, hands down. Come up on the balls of your toes like a ballerina. Yes! If this bothers your wrist, you don't bring your hands straight up. You corner them. So take your left and go to 10 o'clock, and take your right and go to 2 o'clock. Put you on the balls of your toes. Tilt and hold. Look at the wall. Drop your chest into the wall, right? And push through your heels of your hand away from the wall. Drop your chest and push away. Make sure you're breathing in and out. Shh. Okay, in and out. Shh. Good. That's called a wall push-ups. And I apologize. I went into the form and technique, right? And I neglected to talk a little bit about the breathing. The reason I neglected, because everybody should be breathing, right? New theories have proven it doesn't matter whether you breathe in through your mouth or your nose, as long as you're breathing, okay? Do not hold your breath. There's no right or wrong way of doing that when it comes to exercising, okay? Just do not hold your breath. Breathe. We can go into more detail about combat breathing and what that looks like, but for the sake of this video, we're just going over proper form and technique. Your breathing changes when your heart rate goes up or down, okay? So we're not there today. What I need you to understand with your breathing is breathe. Don't hold your breath, okay? Got it. All right. Option 2. It could either be a chair, it could be a table, okay? But you're basically going to do the same thing you did with the wall. The difference is the wall is standing, so it keeps you at a dimension. So you're here, right? When you use a table or a chair, it's the next level other than going flat onto the floor. But as long as you're holding your proper form and you're doing the technique, you're going to get the same at your fitness level as if you was on the floor. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. So if you use a chair, again, same as the wall, other than the fact that this chair is narrow, right? See the size of this chair? It's not as wide as the wall, so I can't do this because I'd be wider than the chair, right? See? So bring it in, elbows up, open, I'm wider than the chair. So what happens is, it's called a tricep push-up, which is also a great one if you're experiencing still issues with the shoulder on the wall. You want to bring your elbow in, okay? You're still using the heels of your hands as so. You can do flat feet. That's totally up to you, right? And if you're doing the flat feet, it's because the gravity and the dimension is uncomfortable, or do you experience some pain? You prefer to stay here. So hip out, and on this one you have to do a tuck. See how I pull that in? Okay, so that's how you get your core. All right, it's called a tilt, tuck, hold. Once you're here, I have to look this way because I have to protect my spine. I'm holding that. My elbows are going to stay into my body. I'm coming halfway down. My feet are still flat. And then I'm pushing away. So my elbows, and I'm pushing away. Here's that key. I'm still tucked. I'm not like this. Don't do this with an arch in your back. Okay, that's improper technique. Okay, tilt, tuck, hold, elbows in, drop halfway, and up. Halfway, and up. Okay, awesome. Or you can do it on your toes, just like the wall. You're on the balls of your toes, right? Tilt, tuck, elbows in, you drop in, and you're probably going to get a little lower, and then push off. Yes, tilt, tuck, hold, look straight forward, elbows in, drop, 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 and push off. Great. So the tilt, tuck, hold, drop, push off. All right? Now, we have the floor. Same thing. Now, the reason you might not choose to do the floor on your knees is because it bothers you to be on your knees, right? Or you're at work. You can do push-ups at work on a chair or a wall. Yes, you can. No excuses. So, say this bothers you, right? To be on your knees, it bothers you. And you're not ready for your toes. You stay with the chair, okay? Or the wall. But if you're ready to go down, if your wrists still bother you, I would suggest getting what they call those perfect push-up things. I use them when I'm doing more than 10 push-ups because my wrists begin to bother me, all right? I'm 54 years old. I do the best I can, but some things I can't avoid. So to prevent it from getting really bad and re-injuring myself, I take precaution, all right? So you can get these, or there's gloves that the cross trainers wear them. Let me show you that, because what is needed is the support on your wrist, right? So these, you can Google them, cross training weight gloves. So they come with this little strap, and then you just tie it around it, and it gives your wrist the support that it needs, right? So you protect your joint. Yeah. These are my favorite. Yep, gymnasts wear them too. Okay? So, let's go. All right, I guess I'll leave one glove on. It just saves the time. So let's go to proper form technique. I'm going to go from my knees to my toes. So I'm going to start on my knees. So I'm on my knees. I think the best thing to do is to lay flat down. Yeah. So I'm going to lay flat down. Now, like I did standing, my hands are beside my chest. My elbows are in, right? I'm going to bring my elbows out and then bring my hands out. And now my hands can come in. All right? So, back down. My elbows are in, my palms are at my chest. Elbows in, palms at the chest. Well, shoulders, sorry, shoulders. My elbows come into my chest. My hands, palms of my hands are at my shoulders. I'm going to bring my hands, my elbows out, and let my hands come out with them. And then I'm going to come up on my hands. So, push off away from the floor, right? I'm on my knees. Tilt, tuck, hold. Looking straight down. If your wrist bother you, turn your wrist, your right to the 2 o'clock, your left to the 10 o'clock. Tilt, tuck, hold, drop your chest between your arms, and then back away. Okay? So notice my face is not between my hands. All right? My chest dropped between my hands. Tilt, tuck, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Drop your chest between your elbows and push away. Got it? You're going to tilt, tuck, hold, drop your chest between your arms, and push away. Great job. Now, on your toes, same thing. You want to make sure that you bring in comfort, not discomfort, to your joints, okay? If it's discomfort, it doesn't feel good. Please don't do it if you're feeling pain in your shoulders. Don't. That's not a good pain. All right, there's a difference between muscle pain and joint strain or muscle strain, okay? So don't do it. Please reach out to me so I can better serve you and give you what exactly that you need. You can ask your questions and I can answer them. So I can make sure that I'm giving you the proper information according to what you are experiencing. At least I can do the best that I can to do that, all right? Remember, this is a video, so for video purposes, I'm just trying to remember the things that I've have experience with myself or with my clients that I can share with you for proper form and technique. All right, so on our toes. The main thing, we want to protect our joints, shoulders, elbows, wrists. They're going to line up together, right? I am going to do them from my toes, tilt, tuck, hold, all right? So just listen to the verbal cue and the sounds of my voice. All right, I'll psych myself up. Woo! All right, here we go. I used to love doing push-ups. All right, so, sorry, elbows in, right? I'm coming down, right? I'm turning 2 o'clock because of my wrist. I'm turning 10 o'clock because of my wrist. And I'm lining up my shoulders with my elbows and my wrist. So to do that, I'm stepping back, right? So that my chest is between my elbows, okay? And it's hard on this rug, but I'm doing it anyways. I'm gonna come up on my toes, tilt, tuck, hold, and drop. Drop my chest between my arms and up, between my elbows, okay? I'm holding my core, dropping my whole body, and pulling it away. Tilt, tuck, hold, drop, breathe, and go. Last time. Tilt, tuck, hold, drop, push away. Good job. Good job. Good job. You got that. You got that. All right, last one. Abdominals. When doing your abs, just like with the push-ups, we just did a tilt, tuck, hold. That's what you do in a crunch, okay? This is the work. You can do them standing, okay? Tilt, tuck, hold. Sideways, tilt, tuck, hold. That's an abdominal crunch, okay? So, one of the options, if you experience lower back issues, right? You may have like an S curve or C curve or something in your spine that really, when you're lying on your back, you have an arch, like your back comes up. That's not good, right? I'm sorry. It's not good for you to keep your feet down. So I'm correcting myself. It's not that your spine may be shaped different. That's not good, okay? That wasn't my intention. If you have that, if you experience that, which is best for you is not to do your abs with your feet flat. It is to actually lay on your back with your feet up and your head flat. This way, now your back is flat. When you're here, it makes the arch go more, right? Right? So we want to avoid that for lower back. So we bring our feet up. So if you need to cross your ankles, you can do that. It's okay. The purpose, if you need to put your legs up on the wall to hold them up, that is even better. Because then you're really keeping it flat, right? You can put it on a chair or a table, anything. Purpose. Legs up to keep your back flat to prevent reoccurring injury into your lower back. Okay? So for those experiencing any lower back concerns, please do your abdominal work with your legs up. Thank you very much. For everybody else, feet down. And from here, you're going to take your lower belly, you're lying flat. So this is what I want you thinking about. Think about your belly button. So actually put your finger on your belly button. And then pull it into the floor. Like tilt it into the floor. Hold it and release. Push it into the floor and release. So this is called a pelvic tilt. So just tilt and hold. It's a pelvic tilt. So you could do that all day long. You know, if you're a TV watcher, get off the couch, get out of the bed, lie on the floor, and just do this while watching TV. Okay? So that's a That's the hold. Tilt, tuck, hold. Lower back issues, legs up. If not, if you can keep your back flat, feet down, right? So whenever you're doing crunches, whether your hand is here, or your hand is here, or even if your hand is here, right? What you want to focus on is the sky, the ceiling. You want to look up. Please don't push your chin into your chest. Keep your chin up. Keep your spine in line so your chin is up. So I'll do it here. What I'm going to do is a tilt, tuck, and then bring my shoulder blade up, but my chin is to the ceiling, and I'm back down. Ceiling and back down. Remember, breathe or inhale. Okay? If my hands are over my head and they're coming over, even if my feet are up, let me do that demo, you're going to still stay focused on the ceiling, bring your arms over and back down. Just don't push your chin into your chest and back down. If my hands are here, same thing. I'm looking up to the ceiling, back down. If I'm doing obliques, I'm still focused on the ceiling and back down. All right? Proper form and technique is the tilt, tuck, hold, the contraction. Now that's doing crunches or obliques. Now when you're doing the lower abs, and we see this one all the time, this is, the reverse crunch or the leg lift or even the flutters. Key for proper form and technique for a successful workout to prevent recurrent injuries or even to bring up an injury is to make sure your back is flat. Okay? Tuck, hold it there. So my legs are up. If I go this far, well, I'm a little stronger, sorry. That's a one for me, that's a win. Woo! That's a win. Sorry, I gotta celebrate my wins. As you bring your legs down, you may find your back coming up off the floor. If you can focus on keeping that tilt, tuck, hold, and bring your legs down without your back coming up, you're good, you're golden. But if you start experiencing the tweak in your lower back, you went beyond your range of motion. You're not there yet on that level. So please don't exceed your range. Stay right there where you know your back is flat. You should still feel your lower belly engaged, okay? And then bring them back in. So key point is not to go all the way down past your range of motion. It's to know where you are. Feel that tightening, legs out, legs in. This right here, I feel that already. Okay, knees in, knees out. Your focus is to tilt, tuck, hold, contract, tilt, tuck, hold, release, tilt, tuck, hold, release, okay? You want to think about your lower back and make sure that your back does not arch and compromise your spine, okay? All right, how about that? Okay, so there you have it. Proper form and technique for squats, push-ups, and your abdominal tilt, tuck, hold. If I can help you in any other way, if you're experiencing some joint discomfort and either one of these exercises, or there's another exercise that you would like some help with, give me a call so I can assist you better that way. Yeah, I'll keep trying to post more on my YouTube channel for different exercises, but which is best if you reach out to me and tell me what I can help you with. I can get right to the point. All right? So, again, hey everyone, I'm Coach Stephanie Barboza. Welcome to my living room with a little bit of behind the scenes of the lifestyle of wellness. And today we're talking about fitness and proper form and technique for 3 exercises that are most popular in this field: squats, push-ups, and abs. Give me a call if I can help you out in any way. I'm here to serve. 774-382-5585. 379-9761, or follow my YouTube. All right, I look forward to hearing from y'all and working out with you. Have a great evening. God bless.